Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Fabio Marques here with another question from Raji Ramanan. Very interesting question and very difficult question to answer. He's asking me, what are you seeing as top 3 leadership gaps in the new normal? The top 3 leadership gaps in the new normal. My point of view, of course, right? One of the gaps surely is presentation skills. Yep. Most leaders didn't really develop strong, impactful presentation skills along the years. They were usually listened to because they were leaders, they were top leaders, so everybody was listening to them. But now, in this new normal where most of the presentations are done virtually and a lot of people are tired of virtual presentations, you must be really extraordinary on doing that. You must be really exceptional. So I would say that the most successful leaders, as you know, they're very good presenters, they're very good communicators. But it's not only a matter of communicating anymore, because to communicate in the virtual environment, you must develop some specific techniques to keep everybody engaged during a meeting, to keep everybody participating and feeling comfort and empowered to participate with no fear whatsoever. So how leaders are developing their presentation skills in the virtual environment, and when they finally have the chance to do any presentation in person, are they really reaching the top of their game? Are they really using the communication strategically to convey a point, to sell an idea, to sell a project? A presentation is like a service and as a sales process at the same time. Presentation is a service first and foremost, and if it serves well, it's going to sell something, an idea, a project, a product, whatever, right? But it has to be built on the base of service. And if it's built on the base of service, it must be customer-centric or customer-focused or client-centric, client-focused, right? It's not about the person presenting. It's about the audience. It's about the participants. It's about how you engage them in your story if you're telling a story. But you cannot tell a story just about you, about you, about you. You have to tell a story that will connect to their own stories and make them relate to you and connect to you as a human being. And that's not so easy to do without training. So I believe one of the major gaps is communication. Every leader must develop their communication skills, and I mean storytelling, but not only storytelling, because if you just do storytelling, sometimes it's overwhelming. But how to combine storytelling with specific convincing communication, compelling communication. So by the end of your presentation, you make a difference. This is one of the gaps, right? The second gap, I would say, is creating more specific and clear outcomes so their teams can pursue without having to talk to the leaders every time. So be very clear about the vision you have for your company, for your department, for your organization, and be very strategic in how you write that outcome as a desired result with standards of excellence people have to achieve. And when you're designing these performance objectives, if you want to call them performance objectives, to achieve that desired outcome, be ready to not only talk about action steps, but also possible obstacles that your employees may face, and already talk about possible solutions to those obstacles so they don't have to come back to you and schedule a new meeting to talk about this. I see a lot of people going back and forth and meeting after meeting because every problem they face, they need a new meeting to discuss the problem. But if you are already clear about your desired outcome, your desired result, the standards of excellence that you want to see on that desired result, and the performance objectives they need to achieve, and what kind of problems they're going to face in that journey, and already the solution they could use without having to talk to you again, that would save a lot of time and a lot of money, and that would make things happen fast. And that would create at the same time a sense of autonomy and empowerment that everybody needs right now to feel a little bit more free. That was the second gap, my opinion, right? And the third gap, I guess, is that somehow people are forgetting about the main purpose of a business. And the main purpose of a business is to create a customer experience that delights that customer and stimulates that customer to come back and buy again, and tell about our services or products to other people so more people come buy from us. So the purpose of any business is to really have clients, customers or clients, and have loyal customers and loyal clients. This is the purpose. If you don't have clients, you don't have a business. If you don't have customers, you don't have a business. So the purpose of any business is to serve the customer or the client. And I don't see in many conversations I have witnessed, let's say, in this new normal, I don't see people really talking about the customer experience as they should. And if they talk, I don't see them developing action plans to really increase or improve, enhance the customer experience. You know, service excellence, I'm sorry, my dog is talking to me as well. Service excellence is supposed to be the fundamentals of every organization. It should be the first training of all. You know, before you train your people in anything else, you should train them in service excellence, right? How they can really serve the customer, understand the customer, talk to the customers in a way that customers will feel loved and appreciated. Because this is the basic. And people are not born knowing that stuff. Some of us, less than 0.1%, but most of us need to learn how to treat the customer, how to handle irate customers, how to remember their names, how to really make them feel loved and appreciated in a natural, authentic, sincere way, how to work as a team to benefit the customer, how to do service recovery, how to increase speed so we can do things faster and delight the customers with our speed. So there are so many elements, and I don't see leaders really taking care of that. And when I see them taking care of that, it's like, let's hire one training. And they do one training and they think this is going to solve everything. This is not going to solve everything. You know, service excellence training or customer service training is you are developing a behavior, a way of communicating, a way of doing things. It's a behavior. And you don't change behavior just with one training session, one initiative. You change behavior throughout the years by constant and consistent training and development in that direction. So I believe this is one of the major gaps. Leaders are not really investing in strategic, structured customer service training culture, or customer experience culture, or customer-centric culture. They're not really investing in something that is consistent, structured, and that have the power to transform the culture of the entire organization and make you or your company look like Disney. Why do you think Disney is the reference in customer service? Because they have this consistent, structured system training their people every single week. From day one, they start the job. But you know, you don't need to use the same system Disney uses. You need to find the tools and adapt those tools to your own culture, your own reality. So you don't get to be a copycat of Disney. You can be even better. There are several resources out there to help you achieve that. Maybe you don't know about them, but you have to know about them. You have to research, look for them, ask for help, but develop this strategic 2, 3, 4-year program of cultural change to transform your organization in the reference of customer experience. And then you're going to be really a leader in your marketplace. Well, I hope this answered the question. It was a very deep and important question. And I appreciate you for sending the question, Raji. This is Fabio Marques, and I wish you health and wealth always. See you next time. Ask me anything, I'll try to answer.